Hello, everyone, and welcome to your monthly Mystic Messages. I am Tanys Coughlan, and I am joined by this one here, Jennifer Jurkofsky.
This one here.
This one here. My beautiful co-host. My beautiful co-host. That one. I was busy trying to figure out which way you were. I was like, which way? Nope, this way. Okay. Yeah.
That's okay. Been called many things over time. I'm not worried about that one.
Well, yeah. I always say, tell me anything, just be gentle. Gentle and kind. This one over here is not kind. Yes. So we are here to do readings today.
I know. That's exciting.
It is. It is. We have a couple people there. So if you're here to receive a reading, please put your questions in the chat. And we'll be doing them pretty much in order until we get to like a max, and then we'll have to cut her off. We do have the PayPal donation button there too. PayPal.me/TwillerLifestyle. Just helps to pay for the shows that we do, to bring you great content. And yeah, we also are excited to share with you. So hello.
Yes. Hello.
So we'll say hello to Kaylee.
Hey,
hello. Our pleasure. And Gleneef. Hello, Gleneef. Nice to see you.
Awesome.
Okay, so Kaylee would like a look ahead for November, please.
Awesome.
That's good. We shall do an overall then. And yeah, as you're coming in, guys, please put your question.
Wait, overall, or are we doing for Kaylee?
Let's do for Kaylee, I guess.
Yay.
Oh. Oh, well, I'm glad.
I don't know what you're seeing. Hold on.
Gleneef says, I'm one of the few that pronounce her name correctly.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you. Well, I try. I'm glad it's correct because it's always a bit of a guess. And it's hard on here because you can't tell me how to pronounce it, right?
Yeah.
All right. What does Kaylee need to know? There's a donate at PayPal. There's a way to donate through PayPal. And it's if you do paypal.me/TwillerLifestyle, it'll go through there. And hello, Hypnocity. Welcome, Nalani. There you are. We're just starting off with Kaylee's, which I haven't put up, so I should do that. There we are.
Two.
There we go. Awesome. If you're just coming in and you'd like a reading, please put your question in the chat. We'll be going in order. And there's a donate button if you choose, if you feel called. All right, what have we got here? Oh my goodness. All right, it's all about that. Okay, so would you like to go first or would you like me to?
Go for it.
Okay, so we've got trust your intuition.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have hearing messages from Spirit. So my life is truly guided. I am a clear channel for Spirit messages from Spirit, and you're receiving from angels as well. So I think we've had a few different things, right, in terms of messages come through when we've been together. So I think that this feels like a message to not forget the angels. I know it sounds weird, but it's like, don't forget the angels are speaking with you as well. And then it says regain your focus. Okay, and there's something about Metatron's cube in that. So do a little bit of research on that. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and Michael are here to help you stay grounded. And again, angels are sending you messages. Recognize the signs from above. Angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to stay alert and open to divine guidance. That's what this is about, right? Stepping into that, regaining your focus on your path. And to do that, you're going to take control of your thoughts. But they're really like, it feels like they're calling you out at tonight. It gets better. It's okay. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. So when I see this one, it's always you have the key, right? So you know what that is. Your vibration is rising. Okay. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You're evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. So embrace this magical moment. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. So allow your wishes to be fulfilled. And by the end of the month, the answer is yes, you are correct. You have listened to your inner guidance and made a wise choice. Keep moving forward. So I feel like if we're looking at this as a month, like the beginning of the month, you're a little distracted. So take this month to kind of sit down and look at what it is that you want to create for yourself, because you're in that manifesting time. But you need to know exactly what it is that you want to bring in for yourself. And then allow that to happen while listening to your angels and other guides to bring that, to help you bring that through. Okay? And then by the end of the month, you will know where you're at with all of that. Okay? Hello, Ocean Garnet. Welcome.
Hello, hello.
Oh no, I froze. All right. Welcome, Patty. I'm just going to put some stars on these things and I'm good. So
okay. So all of that with the messages and everything, what I pulled, the first one here is the inner autumn, inner spring. And it came out as a balance because it came out this way as opposed to one way or the other. And this is really interesting, right? Because we know that the autumn is letting go. And it's about realignment and courage and allowing things to fall away. Whereas the spring energy is very much that new beginnings, planting seeds, getting ready to bloom. And so I think that there is a transition happening and that you're in that place of there's some things that have to be let go of and some things that you're going to be making room for. And in order to do that, I think that's where all of the guides and the messages and things are coming in, because they're going to help you figure out what that looks like. And they, want you to find your haven. And so this is about, it says there's a place of wonder awaiting, waiting just for you. And it's very much that there is a place, whether it's in your own space or somewhere else, that you're being called to be able to ground and to be able to really listen so that these messages can come through and it's going to be really clear what it is that you want to release and what it is you want to move forward. And then I got the feather of hope. And the feather of hope says, grasp the feather of hope, a delicate symbol of upward promises and an uplifting future. So again, all of this is to move you in a really great place. And then I got the wisdom keeper card, which is new perspective, study, and learning. And I know that you're always in this process of learning and growing, but to be able to really hold space for what that's supposed to be, I think that's part of the messages that are coming through. And then I got speak your truth. And this card really comes out when we are meant to hold space for what we need and what that looks like. And so you're being called to not only listen, but then to bring forward that truth that is meant to come through. And I got 2 stones that are meant to support you. The first one is serpentine. And the serpentine card says, embrace transformation, let go of old patterns and beliefs. And the other one is moonstone. right? And Moonstone says, connect with lunar energy, embrace your intuitive gifts. And so very much that there's an ongoing transformation that is happening. And I think so many of the messages that Tanys was talking about is toward that. What is it that you need to let go of? What is it that you need to bring forward in order for this transformation to happen, right? And serpentine is going to be a really great stone, right? Because it says like that letting go of old patterns and beliefs. And so, really using that in the beginning, and then the moonstone to connect with that lunar energy and embracing your intuitive gifts, right? So we're going to release and we're going to bring in. We're going to release, we're going to bring in. And I think that's going to be a bit of a pattern for you throughout the month of November. So hope that helps.
Moonstone. So, thank you, thank you. That's lovely. Let's hide that. And next, so you were asking about the PayPal thing. It's below there. Wait, below there. There.
I'm just going to do that because it covers the whole,
It does, yeah. It's good. So Gleneef is asking for a love reading.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, interesting.
Ooh, that's a lot of cards, guys.
Okay. Okay, so what I have for you here is flirt. So extend your lighthearted energy to others. So I don't know if you're in a relationship or not, but either way, when you flirt, it makes light of everything, right? Flirting is just, it's a fun way to interact in a relationship. That, of course, an appropriate relationship, but so flirt, have fun, extend that lightheartedness. Your love life is being affected by children, is what it says. So I don't know, either that, or it may be that it's your inner child that's affecting your love life too. That's the other piece I was getting, was that perhaps there's some inner child work to do, and that may be affecting how you're feeling, either in relationships or in terms of bringing one in. I feel like you are in a relationship because you did give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So I feel like there's children getting involved there. And so working on the partnership is what the best part is to be. It almost feels like you've had this relationship and it's kind of like been weighed down by, life as it gets to things. And so just flirting and making it more fun and stepping in. I mean, relationships do require work, right? That is part of what we have to do with them. And it means having heart-to-heart conversations, right? If there's some stuff that's not happy or that's really heavy, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Just be really open. It can be pretty scary. No boyfriend. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I would say if there's no boyfriend, then I would say, if there's somebody that you really like give the relationship a chance. It might flourish. But you're going to have those heart-to-heart conversations, right, with that person to see. But if it is the kids thing, like it's your inner child instead, it might be the inner child, because we got this one. You deserve love. You are lovable. Okay? So really, I think inner child healing would be where I would start. That's going to really, tapping into your inner child is going to help you to find that flirt inside, right? Have that fun. And then that's what's really going to help you move through the heavy energies of that inner child healing. Okay. I did pick a couple of the others as well, just because they told me to, and they do that. Standing firm. I'm noble, brave, and strong. So you see they're standing alone there, firm. You're in a period of growth. You see there's greenery here. You're in a period of growth. So just allow yourself to be that lone wolf at the moment. Stepping into stillness, tap into your intuition, right? My power is born in the silence of majesty. Sorry, in the majesty of silence. Interesting. Manifesting dreams. My dreams are coming true. Okay, so you are manifesting this new relationship. I think that there's this time where you're just going inward for a little bit, and it probably is to do some of this inner child healing. So hope that's helpful.
Yeah, the very first card I got, on your own.
There you go.
It's time to take some time alone or be single to get a new perspective. And then I got, in the same deck that popped out, is fast progress. And fast progress says, move forward with swift precision and do what must be done now. And so what comes with those cards is that you are doing, like, it's time to really do that inner work so that you can be open to love. And what's so interesting with all of the cards, even that Tanys was doing, what was coming to me is the self-love piece. Yeah. And so I think that that is going to be a huge component of this, because as you do that, there's going to be a lot of things opening. So some cards that went along with that kind of really emphasized this for me is you can do hard things. Okay, it's not as impossible as it feels. And so I think that you're being called to do some of that inner work so that you can be opening to what's next for you. And then I got the Buddha, which is heightened awareness. So make peace with your thoughts and your world. So really being able to do this work so that you are at peace with where things are. And then if it is a relationship piece that you're looking at with the flirting and all of that, it makes sense that that's quite the potential. You're going to be able to go into that with a lot more confidence and a lot more ability to really sit in the energy. The Wisdom Keeper card came out again. And it was so funny because the Wisdom Keeper card came out again. And I was like, no, that just came out. I shuffled it again and it came out again. So I know that this card was meant for you as well. And it says new perspective, study and learning. And so I think that there is a component here of that deeper learning within yourself. But I think that's going to also help you to see who you want to be in a relationship and what you want that to actually look like. Because I also got the Chamber of Manifestation. And this card comes out when something that we've been longing for and something that we've been wanting is like right on that cusp. And it's ready to start to be manifested into the world. And so this work that I'm seeing here is, I think, to help you to be able to actually take the opportunity when it shows up for you. So there's going to be this work that's being done. And as that is happening, you're going to be able to open up, because I also got the Golden Calcite card for you. And the Golden Calcite card says, embrace confidence and optimism, let your light shine. And so ultimately, I think that really what this is all saying is that you're going to take this time, maybe the beginning of the month, if we're doing this like kind of over the month. I don't know exactly what the timeline is, but there's going to be this initial period of really getting to know you a little bit more. And as you do, this that you're trying to manifest is going to start to come into fruition. And if you are working on yourself, you're going to have the confidence and the optimism to be able to really take the opportunity. So I hope that helps.
Awesome. So thank you for that. I hope that's helpful. And let's do that. And we have Patty Gray next. Hello, Patty. Yes, I will see you tomorrow night. And let's see, what have we got here?
Sorry, really quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to the last one because I said I don't know what the time frame is. So I pulled from the Divine Time deck. I got within a month.
Oh, that's what she was saying too. So
I just wanted to put that out there.
Perfect. That's awesome. So Patty, I have make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you towards your own joy. You do deserve it. Okay. So doing that out of love for self. And then I also got the way forward is open. So you're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I'll guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. So you're going towards joy. You see the X on the map there on the top? Joy. That's where you're headed. Okay. So don't settle for less. That's what this one is. You are a child of the divine and you deserve to have your dreams come true. So don't give up. Okay? And don't give up on love. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. So there's some of that. And you're really awakening ancient wisdom right now. So I feel on your spiritual path, that's what's coming for you, is that it's like this overflow of information. I'm getting that from the chalice there. It feels like, and I don't always see the, but I am getting that today. So it's that overflow of information that you're getting there. And it's awakening ancient wisdom in you. So you've been here before and you're going to get that, right? Yes, Gleneef, I'll put it in the chat. Thank you. Looking deeper. So deep within me is a majestic radiance. Okay. And see all those gems of wisdom? So you've got all of those deep gems of wisdom deep within. And those are part of this ancient wisdom that's coming up for you. So, and then you're going to be asked to share of yourself. So this is my tutu story. Those of you that know it, it's like stepping into yourself and stepping out of the dark into the light kind of thing. It's about accepting your uniqueness as well. And so no two zebras have the same stripes. So stepping into that uniqueness that is you and know that only you can be you. And so sharing that is the gift that you bring. And then accept and love myself. Cherish self. Okay, so take the time to smell the roses, drink the tea, right? Be good to yourself and believe in magic, because magic is all around us. All is in perfect timing. This is it. It's time to take action now. Archangel Michael will be here to help you every step of the way. So there's a door of opportunity that's going to be opening for you in November. And so just believe in the magic of that and allow, be open to the possibilities. Okay, hope that's helpful. Jen? Okay.
I'm going to start with this one because it kind of goes like as an umbrella card.
All right.
I got the Chamber of Transformation. And the Chamber of Transformation, I just got read it. So I'm going to actually just read this section to you. It says, you're not who you once were and also not who you'll soon be. Now, and now, you're not the same person. Embracing this takes courage. Embracing this requires faith. We're all alchemists, shapeshifters. Transformation is our natural state. But if we're seeking a constant state of perfection, we'll hold ourselves back from the most glorious transformation to come. And that's truly what I'm seeing here in the cards, is that there is a transformation that wants to come through, but maybe there is a fear or there is something that is holding you back a bit. And it was so interesting, Tanys, when you were talking about the joy piece and the map and leading to joy, because I got the peridot, which says, invite positivity and joy. Let your spirit shine with light. And so you are being called to be able to do that, and you're being called to move forward. But in order to move forward, I think that there's some things that have to happen. I got the Edge card. And the Edge says, take the chance, do something different. And so again, you're being asked to do something different. I got the Highest Good card. The Highest Good card is about allowing the journey. It says, embrace the journey with openness, trusting in the universe to lead you toward the greatest fulfillment. And I got the Turn the Page card, which means that there's something new coming in, right? So embrace new chapters with curiosity. Openness paves the path to wisdom. And so I think that there is going to be a shift that's happening, and it might be a little bit of a scary shift, because I also got the You Do Not Have to Go It Alone card. So if there's a part of you that's going, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure, I kind of want to, but I'm not trusting or I'm not allowing it, reach out for support. It's okay. It's going to be there for you. You're going to have the support you need. But what it's going to do and what it's going to bring is going to be ridiculously powerful for you. And so there's a shift that has to happen, or that has to come from that. And then I was like, okay, who's with you to guide? So I just wanted to pull that card, and I got the Joan of Arc. card. And this
That's
is the
perfect.
Sacred Activist. And she says, do not be afraid, stand up for your beliefs. And so I do think that there is going to be something here that is going to allow you to really step into who or what you want to be or what direction you want to move into. But I think that there's a piece that has to let go of something in the process. And so as you do that, I think you're going to be able to step into that power, that Joan of Arc power, to be able to really bring about this transformation within yourself. And with the Joan of Arc card, I have a feeling that that means that that transformation is meant to also impact those around you and potentially a much larger group of people. Or yeah, so there's something big here. And I think that you're just being called to allow that transformation to happen, to come through you, to transform you, and to allow you to transform all that you're meant to impact. So hope that helps.
Beautiful. So I'm just thank you for that, and welcome to Mangled Unicorn. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
And to Leah and Shem. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, Leah.
And yeah, so if you are looking for a reading, please put it in the chat. We're probably only room for like maybe one or two more. So now we are on to Hypnicity. So I asked for money from my abundance deck, and they didn't really give me anything about money, which is interesting. So I would take from that I think that it's not a time to focus on that, is what I would say. I'm going to pull something else too, but so one that is kind of related, I would say organize for your finances. Okay. It says organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living, your workspace, your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. So I guess that's what you need to know, is you need to organize it and know where you're at when you're starting. Okay. And then you got partnerships. So allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career. Both parties benefit as a result. You're receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So you may have somebody bringing you some money, or there may be opportunity to partner with somebody to make some money in a project. And then quiet retreat. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. So create this quiet time for yourself, and you'll have more clarity about what to do. So I think we had this in somebody else's as well, right? Step inside, go inside for clarity before you act. And when you're inside, you need to be really honest with yourself. Okay? All of your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth. Then let source take it from here. So when we go inside, there's going to be some truths that you need to bring forward that you might not like, but you need to just kind of look at it and then use that organization. Sorry. Right? Is this because, they're telling you the same thing?
It's just keep going.
Okay. So just be honest with yourself. Okay. And know, you see the hands on the shoulders there? Know that you're surrounded with love. Okay. And you do need to do some self-care. Okay, Nalani. So prioritize self-care. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. So if somebody offers you some money, because that looked like somebody was going to offer you resources or something, accept, because that's part of self-care as well. And trust the guidance you're receiving. So Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. Michael is also present to clear away your worries, so you can trust in the divine guidance. So that, I think there's going to be something that's going to come up that's going to really help you step into that. It's a project or something, you're going to partner with somebody for something in the next. So there's some kind of an opportunity that's coming that should influence your finances. Just be careful and do your self-care in the process of that. Okay. That's what I have for you.
Okay. This is going to start off rough. It's okay. Okay. I'm just prefacing that because I want you to know, and I want you to know that it flows. So don't get freaked out by these first two cards. Okay. The first card I got was closed doors. And closed doors says no good job opportunities. The current job is maybe coming to an end. Something about potentially needing to start over or start something new. And then I got exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And this is about needing to recharge and regroup and maybe feeling financially drained or lacking or feeling like you just don't have those options around you. And what was interesting when I asked for clarifiers around those cards, I got two different illusion cards. The first one I got was Veil of Illusion. And the Veil of Illusion it says, lift the veils of illusion, seeking truth beneath the surface to navigate through love and career authenticity. And then the other one is No Illusions. And No Illusion says, stay grounded in truth, embracing reality with clarity and wisdom to navigate life's journey authentically. So both of those first two cards are talking about feeling really stuck and feeling like you don't have any doors open, you don't have any opportunities available to you. And then the next two clarifiers all have to do with illusion, with grounding, and most importantly, with tapping into authentically who you're meant to be. And I think that that is going to play a big role in where you move next. Because the next card I got for you is the Tall Poppy. And the story behind the Tall Poppy is the idea that if we allow ourselves to stand tall, the tallest poppy gets cut down, right? Like that's the idea behind it. And I'm just going to read this little section in here because I think it's important. This card appears when someone is called to be visible in the world and soar to greater heights than before, yet they may feel daunted by the size of the call and fear negative reactions, criticism, and envy from people around them. Shame is a tool used by the patriarchy to keep us captive, so refuse to feel ashamed, refuse to take up less space, and refuse to be bound or dimmed. With this card coming out in the place that it did, I really think that a lot of this doors closing and not feeling like there's opportunity there, especially with the authenticity cards coming out as clarifiers for that, you're being called to step into something that might be really scary for you or might feel like, I'm not sure I want to do this or I'm comfortable doing this. Again, no, you're not going through it alone. You're going to be able to, but you're meant to be stepping into something. I even got the stepping stones card, right? Take the next steps, simplicity, focus. Allow yourself to really tap into authentically, what do I want to be doing? How do I want to be spending my time? And it's so funny because I got two cards out of this deck. The first one was relax. And the second one was very much to what Tanys was saying, speak your truth. And so I think that there is going to be a component here of needing to kind of step out of that comfort zone and allow yourself to really tap into what it is you're meant to be doing and what that looks like. Because the last two cards, when I asked the deck again, I said, okay, so if Nalani does this work and really allows this kind of change and transformation to happen, what does that look like? The last two cards I got is success and vacation. Right?
Those
So
are
choosing the right direction and actively overcoming difficulties. You're on the right track. And vacation, start a perfect vacation and enjoy the freedom. Take time to recharge. So again, I think that there is some stuff going on here that maybe you're feeling blocked because you're not able to be truly fully who you're meant to be or how you're meant to operate. But if you can work on that piece of it, I think the rest of it really does fall into place, and know that you're not alone on that journey. So hope that helps.
Yeah. And a couple of suggestions for crystals, because I see there's a couple of comments going there in terms of finances. So like citrine.
Crystal.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Citrine and pyrite are what I was going to suggest.
That's the card you got, pyrite.
Okay. It's funny because I was sitting here looking at the pyrite and it's like yelling at me saying, show me. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, well, no, I have citrine here too. So, pyrite is a great one for that. Okay.
Well, and it does both, right? It says attract wealth and success, embrace your power and potential, right? So it's both on there.
and that helps self-esteem. This one helps self-esteem too. It's also your solar plexus. So having the two together is really going to help boost that up for you. So whether you're wearing them, making a crystal grid, any of those things, right? Keeping them close. They'll play with your energy field to make it where it needs to be. Okay.
And what you're talking about there with that whole like lawsuit settle soon, that might be the case. And maybe a big piece of it is really having to speak your truth. And it's interesting because if we're involved in something like that, we have to kind of stick our head out, right? We have to actually say and put ourselves out there, which is really, really hard to do. So sending you much love for that. But yeah, if you're honoring your truth and all through it, I think that very well might be what the cards are saying.
Yep, definitely. All right. And now we have, thank you for that. We now have Mangled Unicorn. Can I get a few cards on the energy of next week? I just feel it and go with the flow. Yep, we can do that. And also want to say hello to Rachel. And yes, put your question in the chat, please. That will likely be the last one, I think, with where we're at. But we'll see where we go with that. So, Mangled Unicorn. I wish that I could remember your name because I think I've heard it before. Be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept the truth, and then let Source take it from there. Followed up by don't give up on love. So I feel like you're going to be working through some stuff. Some stuff with somebody that you love. So I feel like, the emotions that you're going to feel are really going to be trying to show you there's something to talk to this person about and that you can do it. But you need to, be honest with yourself about how you're feeling first. Okay. And there may be a change coming. So there may be something that changes, whether it's the way you look at something. It could be how you interact with someone you love. And so that may change. So I'm here to guide you through this exciting transformation. This is a time of joyous opportunities. And please get some rest. Emerging into grace. Okay. This one says, I open my soul to grace. So that's going to be important to get some rest and step into that. I think there's times when you're kind of hard on yourself. And so they're reminding you, like, show yourself some grace as well in all of this, because you are going to be launching a journey. So I feel like if you're just launching a journey, whether it's a soul searching, whether it's travel, this is a travel card. So I don't know if you're planning to travel, but it could be, but it also could just be a soul journey into something different. And that could be the change that's coming. Either way, it's just going to bring you joy. You're going to be soaring into joy. Okay. Childlike wonder fills my life. So don't forget to appreciate the fun and the joy in life as well. Okay. Through all this change, because change can be great. We fear it as humans because, we never know. And that unknowing is a bit scary. So just know it's going to be soaring. You're going to be soaring into joy in the end. Okay. Hope that's helpful. Jen.
Okay. So I got the Chamber of Manifestation again, which means that you're about to birth something that you've been wanting, something that you've been working towards is like on the cusp of coming through. Now, whether it's going to happen this week or not, or this coming week or not, I don't know. What's interesting is there's a bit of like shielding around this. I got Stand Strong, which is really interesting because this is talking about shielding, finding strength in preservation, guarding what matters most. And then I got the Temple card, which kind of goes with that. This is about quieting the external noise. And so I think what's coming through with this is that you're meant to really focus on what it is you're trying to bring forward. And maybe there's a lot of external la, 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 la coming through that you're meant to really quiet that so that you can connect with your inner wisdom. Because I also got Ishtar to guide you through the next week. And this is about inner learnings, following your heart and letting truth prevail. And as you do that or move through that, I got Ignite Ambition. And the Ignite Ambition card is talking about pursuing your desires with drive and face the consequences bravely. Keep an open mind as the answers reveal your journey. And so when we talk about that, and I think oftentimes when we hear like the word consequences, we think, oh my goodness, oh no. But I don't think it means that. I think it just means that whenever we do anything where we're changing something, or we're bringing something new into the world, or we're doing something differently, there is going to be a shift that happens around us as well. And that shift is going to be the consequences of it. And again, not good, not bad, not right, not wrong, but they're going to be there. And it's going to lead to you really, you deserve to be seen card. Right. And so whatever this is that's happening, you need to be open to letting yourself be known. And so I think that you're in on this cusp of bringing something in, and maybe some of the chatter, or maybe there's a fear of some of the chatter that might happen around it. But it's okay. And you've got Topaz here. Find clarity and focus. Trust your inner wisdom. So there's several cards here now that are talking about this inner wisdom piece, and being able to really hold on to that. And so as you move through the next week, I love that even in what you wrote here, it says, I just feel it and follow the glimmers. And that is so beautiful. So do that and follow those glimmers and really check in, right, with that inner wisdom, and go like, is this the next right thing for me? Is this where I'm supposed to be going? And if you feel that glimmer, if you feel that, yeah, this feels really great, that is going to be your guide through this energy. And then I got the offer up gratitude card. So again, when we're looking at this idea of following the glimmers, obviously there's going to be gratitude for every glimmer that we experience. And I think that as you continue to do that throughout the next week with the energy that's happening, because again, we know the energy is ebbing and flowing constantly. So as you're following your inner wisdom, you're going to be able to navigate it. But if you step out of that, know that, you're shielded, you're protected, but come back into it in order to really navigate that energy well. And that's going to help you to continue to follow those glimmers. So hope that helps.
Awesome. So when I've put the thing across saying that questions are closed, because we have quite a few still. And
Okay.
so we have 6 left. And so we're going to be going a little bit faster now, just a few cards instead of as many as we have, because we're getting to the end of the show. So just so you know that. And yeah, but so the people that I have Shem, I have Leah, I have Maria, I have Ocean Garnet, and we have Rachel. All right. And then that'll be the end of that. Welcome, Barbara. Thank you for joining us. Shem, what have I got for you? I have no fear. Fear is a trap of the ego. Let me use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. Okay? So stay in love. Make decisions out of love instead of fear. And know that this is a blessing in disguise. Be patient and have faith that your angels have this situation under control. What will come is far better than you dare dreamed. So that also speaks to patience, right? Step into love instead of fear, and have patience that the guides are they're there. You get in there. The next one is trust your angels, right? So also trusting. Let go of expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has the perfect plan. Because I also got this manifesting dreams card, right? So it's something's happening. You're going to manifest something, okay? You need to dwell in your own truth, and that means really taking some time and decide what it is that you do want to manifest, right? I stand in the light of truth. Take that time, and I'm feeling meditation. I think you do meditate already, but they're reinforcing it. That's what's going to give you the clarity. You see those clouds are kind of drifting apart. They're going to clear your mind, right? And while you're doing that, listen with your heart, because your heart has a lot to say to you about what's to come. I trust the messages I receive from my heart. So it's really about dwelling in truth, which listening to your heart will help you with that truth. You will be manifesting your dreams, but you got to trust the angels got that under control. All right. And step out of that fear of what if it doesn't? What if they don't? You got to trust them and move into that everything happens for a reason. Yeah. So it looks good. Like, the fear is not, you don't need to have that. That's why they're saying put it down, because you are manifesting your dreams. So, okay. Hope that's helpful.
All right. So I got the Deeper Than Before card. And the Deeper Than Before card is really talking about going deep. It is about diving in and being fully committed to your life, to taking care of you, to being there for you, to holding space for yourself. Or it shows up as a lesson card going, hey, you haven't been doing this and you need to. So whether you are or aren't, you're being told, this is it, this is the time, and today is the day. Right? So this is a for right now kind of card. It is time to begin the journey. And I got the Stone of Destiny card too. And the Stone of Destiny card, right? It's that life path, ambition, passion. It's a yes card. It's very much about embracing what's next and what is coming up for you and what you're meant to be doing. And part of what that is as a guidance card is I got Shiva. Shiva's karmic release. It's really about the end of a cycle, debts are paid, choose your destiny. And so I think what's happening right now is that you're in an energetic shift. And so a lot of things have been happening, and karmically you're releasing and dealing with all of that. And now it's time to kind of go, okay, what's next? What do I want to be next? And I think that's where that diving deep is going to come into play. And so you're going to be able to really dive deep and then understand what it is that is your life path, your destiny, what it is you're meant to say yes to. And then I got the Golden Calcite card again, which is embrace confidence and optimism, let your light shine. So it really is, once all of that is kind of released, really stepping into what's next and what that means for you, and being able to allow that to come through. So hope that helps.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And the next one is what stone or gem will help with the regrowth of nerves. So clear quartz is good for that. Blue lace agate is also good for that. It's a very calming stone, as well as amethyst. Those three are great for nerves thing, whether it's nervousness or whether it's the regrowth of nerves themselves. Those three are the ones that I would recommend. Yeah. Okay. And then we have Maria, amethyst celatine. All right, celatine. Yeah, celatine. I'm wondering, do you feel me and Philip reconciling? Will we ever be together again? So I picked like a yes or no card, and it doesn't look good. Okay, and I feel like that's because there's some forgiving and learning that has to happen. So this says serious. There's greed, jealousy. Be cautious. There's impatience, controlling, tactless, inflexible. And so I feel like there's a lot of forgiving and learning that has to happen in order for anything to happen. All right. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So that's kind of what I feel like. It's time to work on you, right? That love of self-love, because I then make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So this to me feels like it's like make the effort to do your own healing, because there's something else coming. Because I got a passion card and I got heart-to-heart conversations. So allowing your heart and soul to sing with joy and honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So I feel there is a lot of passion with this relationship. There's heart-to-heart conversations that need to happen. There is a possibility that you could reconcile, but there has to be some learning that happens in there. Learning and forgiveness has to happen first. Okay? And there's better times to come, with or without him. That's the feeling that I get, because this passion is certainly a happy one. Okay? So with or without him, but you need to do this forgiving and learning, releasing the past stuff. So even if you do get back together, it needs to be different than it was before.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. Okay. So you need to go into it like it's a new relationship, if it does come about, with new boundaries. Okay. I hope that's helpful.
Yeah. So the first card I got when I'm asking about timing is I got release any attachment to timing. So that really has to be the first step, is to just release the attachment to if, when, how, whatever that's going to be. That being said, like there is good cards here, right? There is hope ahead. So have courage, take heart. There is hope. So is this possible? Yes, this is definitely possible. What needs to happen though is that there needs to be a step back, because that flames of passion, you got to be really careful, right? It says, let the flames of passion light your way, but be mindful of the fires they may ignite in your journey. And so what that tells me is that there is a lot of passion there, but that passion might be lighting some fires that are not easily put out, that maybe are not the good fires, right? We have that good fire in a relationship, but there's something else going on here. And so when I asked, okay, tell me a little bit more about that, I got the Chamber of Soul contracts. So there's stuff you guys are working out. And so being really mindful of that means take a step back. Maybe not allowing those flames of passion to take over until you've gone through some of this work and held space for kind of where you're at and what's next. And then you can step into that hope space. But right now, I did get the take the opportunity card. And I think that right now what that's referring to, or what's coming as I'm feeling into this, is take the opportunity to go into yourself. Take the opportunity to really feel into, what do I actually want? What am I holding on to? What feels good? What doesn't feel good? Really allow this detachment for timing to give you the opportunity to notice what's going on with that soul contract piece, and what is it that we need to figure out as our next steps, and then go from there. So I hope that helps.
Yes. And now we have Leah. So what are her guides saying? They're yelling because they're all falling out all over the place. So they have a lot to say, apparently. So let's pick that out. There we go. Here we go. Okay, so you got to have no fear as well. Wow, there's a lot of people. Like, there's a lot. Of course, there's themes, right, throughout the evening, as we always have. And I would say have no fear is one of them. So this is your first card, Leah, and it's have no fear, right? Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow Michael to use this sort of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. So there's that. And there's also angels of healing are with you. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while Michael enhances your strength. So I feel like, interesting. They're showing me a med bed. So I don't know if you're a galactic-y kind of girl, but sometimes they will take us to med beds in the dream time for healing. And it can be emotional or it can be physical. And I feel like you're going to have some of that. So they may do that in your dreams. Okay, dream time for some healing. And you need to be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. So accept your truth and let source take it from here. And this one's been out about 3 or 4 times tonight too. So we really need to go inward, right? And be honest with ourselves, knowing that we're not alone. And that there is like supportive community and all of that, as we've seen in our chat tonight, which is beautiful, you guys. You guys are the best chatters. So just be honest with yourself. Because you will be manifesting what you need. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. Okay? Because there's also all in perfect timing. There's an opportunity coming that's opening doors for you. And you just have to follow that and go into that. Go through the doors into the light.
Be careful about that one.
At brighter times ahead, we'll say. Go through the doors into brighter times ahead. This is it. It's time to take action now. Michael will be there to help you every step of the way. So you're not alone. You've got guides around you. They're just reminding you of that because there are brighter times ahead. Okay. Hope that's helpful.
Okay, so I know we said less cards, but like they were throwing them at me and they kept telling me to pick. So we're just going to fly through this as best we can. Okay. So I'm getting a lot of adapt and a lot of transformation cards and a lot of releasing. So here we go. I got adapt and thrive, and I got adapt to transformation. So this adapt and thrive says luck flows with change. Stay flexible, embrace shifts, and learn from the journey as answers reveal themselves. And adapt to transformation says embrace change with open arms, for it is the catalyst for your evolution and growth. So again, right off the bat, we've got some change happening here. And then I got create some space. So again, it's like, okay, we need to create some space. That often happens when we need to do change. And then I got the ceremony of life card. And I got the ceremony of life card, the tall poppy card, and the create some space card all at once. And so what really comes to me is this one about the ceremony of life card is really about making everyday life an initiation, a ceremony, a ritual, whatever it is. And don't be afraid if that makes you kind of stand out or that brings some attention to you as you're doing it, but really truly allow yourself to live authentically in celebrating each moment. And if there is something that's going on there, and especially with this transformation piece, because I feel like there's going to be something that's going to be shifting with that, to allow yourself to create that space. But as you create that space, I got let life guide you. And so I think that there is a piece here of, again, the guides are going to walk you through this. It almost feels like they're going to like, here, take my hand and walk you through it step by step. It says, choose to see the good in the world today. And then I got flow with the rhythm. So again, it's like, you don't have to figure it out. They're really here to help you through it. It says, get lost in the rhythm of movement today. And I think as you allow yourself to get lost in the rhythm of it, you're going to be adaptable. You're going to be able to make those shifts. You're going to be able to make those changes. And then the last three cards that they threw at me was embrace friendship, release and let go, and clear away old energies, not specifically in that order. And so I think that what they're really saying here with this adapting and thriving is that there is stuff that has to be released, that has to be let go of, that those old energies need to be cleared away. And as you're clearing them away, hold space for what you want to bring in. Oftentimes we talk about just the clearing aspect and we don't talk about the bringing in aspect. And you need to do both in a balance. And the guides are going to help you to do that. So just create that space, allow yourself to release, be flexible and adaptable as you go through this. And the guides have got you.
Mm-hmm.
Hope that helps.
Yep. It all fits perfectly right on point. Beautiful. Thank you for that. And Ocean Garnet. Just one card because they wanted to give you more than one card. So I'm hoping more than one card is okay. So Ocean, what I have for you is Archangel Michael is with you now. Even though you can't see it, he is actively working on this situation and he's here helping you. Okay. And increase your knowledge. Education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know. So really step into learning, right? That learning mindset is it's like being open and curious, right? Be open and curious. And that's going to help you to open to love. There's flames of passion. So I feel like the knowledge that you're going to learn is going to light something within you. So, even if it's reading something that you've been interested in, it's going to help to light that passion within you, like a creative energy. And that's going to help you to manifest dreams. This is another one we've had a few times. So it must be a really big time for manifesting, right? So that's also going to help you to manifest some dreams that you may have. So going inside and figuring out what those are in the next few days so that you can manifest those next week. And standing firm. I'm noble, brave, and strong. So I'm the king of my castle is what I'm hearing in my head. Okay, so you're the king of your castle. You're standing up tall and you're going through a time of growth, but standing tall on top of all that earth. So grounding, right? Grounding to manifest, and that's going to help you move forward. Also, be the light to others. You have a powerful message to share. Shine your light on the world so that others can learn from you. So you see opening to love, you're going to be able to open all that light as a portal coming from your heart, and that is what you're going to be sharing. Okay, so so lots of great stuff for next week for you. Hope that's helpful.
Okay.
I think she got more than one card too.
I said only next week. This is a week, man. Okay. Let's start with Commander Ashtar because, he's going to guide this week for you. It's leadership activation, time to evolve, trust in your ability to guide others. And then it's like, okay, well, what is it that we're going to be guiding others in? And I got the Stone of Destiny again. So life path, ambition, passion, saying yes. And then it was to what? Okay, to the edge, taking a chance and doing something different. So you're being guided into this kind of maybe taking a leadership role in something, doing something a little bit different. But then I also got the it's okay to be misunderstood card. And so maybe you're going to be stepping into something and somebody's not going to get it. And that's okay. Perception is not always based on truth. And we know that. But you're being called to do it anyway. So you need to release and let go. Trust your inner wisdom and embrace friendship, because that friendship is going to help you to be able to be okay when other things kind of go, what on earth is going on over there? And then I got the sensuality card. So you're being called to really do something that lights you up. And again, sensuality can go in so many different ways. And maybe it means, something a little more exciting. Maybe it just means that you're going to do something that brings you so much joy and lights all of your senses. But whatever it is that you're being called to for next week, I'm really getting that you need to release kind of the expectation or the thoughts or the mental chatter around it. I got the fluorite card to go with that. The fluorite card says, find clarity and focus, let your mind be clear and sharp. And so whatever it is that's happening, I think some of these cards in terms of releasing, letting go, it's okay to be misunderstood, have a lot to do with that mental chatter that can get in the way. Let that go. And if I could, if we were, I'd be like, let that go. Okay. Because truly, you're being called in the next week to really hold space for you, what lights you up, what brings you joy, and not worry about all the other bits and pieces. So hope that helps.
Yeah. So when she said fluorite, they showed me this one. So if you're going to get a fluorite, a blue purple fluorite, as opposed to the real green ones, that's the one to work with.
It's so neat because that's what the card is. It's blue purple.
Oh, there we go. That would be the one. Okay, so thank you. That's great. And next we have Rachel. She wants to know if it's worth to pursue something in Denver, Colorado. I have some ideas here, but that was one I needed clarity on. Okay. So what I got two positive cards for Colorado. And the words that are on these cards are things like down to earth, practical, commitment, loyalty, realist, hardworking, stability. And that was on the organizer. So organizer. And then spiritual master builder. Success, ambitious, wealth, visionary, sensitive, practical, and natural, intuitive, spiritual force. I feel like connecting with the energy in Colorado would be good for you, even if it's only like a visit. Maybe you're not going to go and move there, because the other cards that I got, it's interesting because there's a couple of things. One is that it's year 2, 3, 4. So I feel like maybe you are going to do that, but not yet. And I think it's still up in the air as to when, sometime in the next few years. But the first one is balance. Year 2 is balance. Year 3 is creativity. And year 4 is stability. Either that, or as you move, if you decide to move, then that's kind of how it's going to feel. The first couple of years, you're going to be getting your balance. The next one, you're going to start to be more creative. And the last one, you're going to feel more stable. Okay? So I feel like it's a bit, it's not that it's a bad choice for you. I think it is, but I just don't think it's the immediate choice necessarily. I think there's going to be a little bit of time span in between. And that's just because you need to find your own balance and decide where you want to go. Okay? So it's a positive choice, but it's a choice still. It's not a definitive, is what I get.
Okay. So the way I pulled them is I went, okay, Rachel and Colorado, Rachel, not Colorado, and just did 2 pulls. So I'm just going to go through them. So Rachel, Colorado, I got the golden thread. The golden thread has a lot to do with our alignment, putting us on our path, connecting us to what, is meant for us. And then I got, it's okay to be misunderstood. Right. So perception is not always based in truth. And so I think that maybe there is a hesitation or something around Colorado because of what others might perceive or what they might think about making that choice. That doesn't mean that it's not good for you. Don't worry about what that is, but you do have to plan wisely if you're going to go ahead and make that change. It says cultivate success through meticulous research and strategic plotting. Your foresight will unveil new paths. And so what it really looks like is that it could actually be quite aligned and good for you, but that you really have to just make sure that you're planning properly and not worry about what other people have to say about it, because I think that that could really get in the way. And then I just pulled a timing card because I was just curious, and I got around July. So if you do follow that, that might be a timeline for you. I don't know. And then I got the knot side, the knot card, and I got the aligned misaligned card. And what's really interesting is it came out on the more misaligned side, but it kind of came out in that like neutral both ways place. And so I think what that means is that there's a part of you that feels like there's an opportunity there and you're not sure kind of which is aligned and which isn't aligned. And so just hold space for it. And even if you don't go and you choose not to, it's never truly the end. It doesn't mean that you can't do it later. It doesn't mean that there's not another opportunity that can become. So it says, beloved, in this, everything will be okay. So it's fine. It's totally fine either way. And if you don't go, I still got the small steps card. Right? So very much to what Tanys was saying, the small wins, the small triumphs, the everyday victories, celebrate them and they will take you there. So what that tells me is that even if you go, you know what, this isn't the path for me right now, I'm not going to go ahead and make that choice right now. That doesn't mean that the door is closed for you by any stretch. And then I also got the do not lose hope card, which really just says like whether you choose to go right away or you say, you know what, I'm not going to, it's not a closed door. And it's still anything is possible. It really is just a matter of how much effort and time and planning you want to put into something like that. And if that feels correct for you right now, or if you want to take the time and maybe do some other things and then, pursue that later. And that's going to be something, to just notice as you're maybe take the steps, start to plan, see what it looks like. And then you're going to know if yes, okay, this does feel aligned and I want to do it, or I'm not quite ready to go there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So hope that helps.
Very good. Thank you. Yes, please hit the like and subscribe. And you're asking if the stones communicate. I think they communicate with both of us. They'll yell at me. And that's why I keep picking them up because they're like, me. And so I'm like, okay. So that's, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Grandparents are in decline. Yeah. Sending you tons of love to them as well. And yeah, they have, they do sing. They're first dimensional beings, so they do speak. There is a communication that you can tune into for them. So yeah, they're our friends.
I laugh only because they're first dimensional beings to us. They're not first dimensional.
But they are like, that's the role they're playing with us. So
for us to carry us here. But that being said, yeah, and they can yell, they can be very loud, they can vibrate at extreme frequencies that cause us to go, whoo, that's a lot of energy. And so just being open to listening helps us to be able to get messages, because they will give us messages too. They will guide us. They will do all kinds of things. And I laugh just because I wrote about how the crystals guided me. in the book, and as you were saying, first dimensional, and I'm sitting there seeing them in the cave going, oh, we are so much more. And I'm like, yes, I know, loves. It's just down here that's
down here that's
classified.
Down here that's
there's no offense.
3D world, that's what it is. So you may find that if you take a crystal, you put it in your hand, put this one on top, and you take some deep breaths and you pull the energy up the left arm into your heart space and speak with the crystal, and then you can release it down your right arm back into the crystal. It'll share some messages with you when you do that. Okay, so that's something you can try with your crystals. Have a little chat, form a relationship with your crystals, because they do love to help. So awesome. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us, and for the donations and all of that. And stay tuned. We're going to have more stuff coming very soon. We've got classes coming. We've got Twillo Talk on Monday.
Every Monday live at 5 Eastern.
That's live at 5. Yeah. 5 on Monday is Twillo Talk, and I do one with Jacqueline Richards on Wednesdays at 5, and that's a new one, Infinite Integrations. And we do Galactic Gab, which I think is coming up in the next couple of weeks. What else have we got coming up, Jen?
I don't know about coming up, but we also do the support groups with the Beyond Being
right. Yeah.
Once a month, and we're not the only ones that do that. So if you're looking for support with other wonderful people with fantastic energy, you can go to the beyondbeinghuman.org/support-groups, and you will be able to check out all of the opportunities to connect with people there as well. And then we'll have the collective reading for November.
Yep, we're gonna get that up beginning of the week, beginning of the month there. So that's like the first
6 cards are on YouTube, and the remainder of the 22 card reading for the month will be on the Twillo Lifestyle membership page, which I believe is still free.
It is. Get in soon. That may change. And the other thing, just as a note, we will be having, although I think this is in person, so unless you're in Ottawa, but we do have a Reiki 1 class on November 15th that's coming up, as well as a whole bunch of yoga classes and stuff that are there as well. They're all posted on the website. So that's where we're at. And of course, we always have Twillo Stash on the second Monday of the month. So that's always fun. And if you are in town, we do the Enlightenment evenings as well, first Monday of the month. So that's where we're at. And yes, it's with Gerald. Twillo Stash. That's our Twillo Stash day.
I'm going to have to look at exactly when it is, but we've got a really cool something coming up with Gerald as well. It's going to be in November though, but since if you're just on for this one, you might it's not. Yes, it is. November 3rd at 2:00 Eastern, and we might be even starting a little bit early. I have to touch base with him again. I'm going to be reading Gerald on his show. So that'll be really super
cool. To know Gerald.
You're going to get to know Gerald through the human design perspective. And he's, graciously said, I want to be read. And so it's going to be super fun. So you can tune into that on the 3rd at 2 Eastern.
Awesome.
And like and subscribe, and to Gerald's too, because then if we do end up having to start a little bit earlier, because the readings do take a little bit longer, then you'll know.
Like and subscribe to all of them so that you know when we're coming on and all that stuff. All right. Take care, everyone. We're wishing you tons of love, and come back and see us soon. All right. Take care now.